Is it possible to become a good aimer without aim training? That's the question I asked myself when I realized some of the best players never touched an aim trainer in their entire life. Iceman Marv does not aim train. My humble King Sinatra also doesn't aim train. And Shroud does not aim train. That's right, one of the greatest aimers to ever touch a mouse and keyboard literally wouldn't know how to aim train if it slapped him across the face, which is crazy since I am in wedlock with aim training. I don't even have half the skill, so there's definitely something foul at play. The process of mechanical brilliance was hiding in plain sight, but the problem is that I didn't know how to start. But luckily, I found someone that did that work for me, Kunpeki. He made a 44-minute video covering every mechanical mechanic that this game has to offer, and I watched the whole thing. Also, I can harness the ripe fruits of knowledge to unlock the absurd playmaking ability these players have. And that starts with this 46-minute video, because I'll be breaking it down into an easy to follow, digestible warm-up routine using all the values displayed in this video. So let us begin. So what we want to do first is burst training. After going left and right a few times, I decided to get frisky by spraying across various distances. After that, I do this really cool 2-bot burst flick thing that's meant to train my micro flicks, which it's pretty straightforward. And the next thing is something I know y'all don't do, so listen up please. I spend 5 minutes just tracking these bots, but I did take it a step further using Jet and Neon movement. And after that, we have my personal favorite on the list, dead zoning. I do this for a good 3 minutes. After that, I do another thing I found from a Wahujin video for another 5 minutes, which is satisfying, might I add. And then I hop in a custom, practice slicing the pie, and then I'd be ready to try this bad boy in a real 40-minute match. Yeah, you never really realize how fragile your playstyle is until you actually have a chance to rely on different skills. It felt so good to rely on my spray control and movement for a change instead of relying solely on my first shot accuracy to get kills. I was rocking a whole 71% headshot rate. Wait, how is it that I can stay constantly in tune with my skills and limitations to make the best well-informed plays? Isn't that unfair? Well, what if I told you that you can too with this video's sponsor, Valorant Tracker. Valorant Tracker is a gaming software that tracks your best agents, maps, guns, and headshot rate. If you click on the top link in the comment section and download Valorant Tracker, you'll receive an in-game overlay system that measures your KD, average damage per round, and for the game. But what makes Valorant Tracker really special is that you can look at your own teammates' stats, rank, and even see if they're on a winning streak. So if you want to level up your own game, download Valorant Tracker using the link in the description or the top comment. You even get access to all these cool crosshairs, because crosshairs do matter. These are the same crosshairs, but one is slightly larger, literally 1% bigger, but my skills dropped by a considerable margin. I felt aloof, clumsy, until I had a flashback with a seasoned aim coach, and he had this to say.
General guideline about crosshairs: bigger gap means better speed, smaller gap means better accuracy, smaller crosshair size is better precision, bigger crosshair size is better accuracy.
And oh my god, the difference was like night and day. I was fast, deliberate, and efficient. No wasted movements whatsoever. I was shocked with how much little change could make this big of a difference. I was quite literally unkillable.
Hey Doshi.
Yeah?
I heard you lost your Immortal status.
What about it?
You think you could get it back?
Well, at its worst, ranked could cause me a bit of trouble.
Would you lose?
Nah. I'd win. So with that, a humble man with a crosshair was set to change the world. Here are the rules. My rule is that I can't use Aimlab Or Kovaaks. And my second rule is that I can't duo or trio stack to Immortal, for my Valorant Tracker score is too low, and to prove to myself that I'm not boosted, I needed to tackle it on my own. Which I hope I'm ready for, because my next game was right in front of me. It was time to see if aim training without aim training was a viable option in a real, actual match.
Wait, there's a nade.
That's the same thing.
Oh, no, no.
Just getting spin.
Bad. It's focus with me.
Bro, I hate all of you.
Wait, I stole the ace?
Yes, you stole the ace, man.
Wait, that's so my bad.
It was like I was watching another person play. I didn't understand how I was playing so well. I actually managed to match MVP. You know the last time I match MVP'd? A good while. And that was that. The game was over and I was in peak form. But the problem was, I couldn't play. The thought of playing another one froze me. And looking back, I only played 1 match per day. I didn't have an answer for what I was feeling until I found out about
how to deal with ranked anxiety. And ranked anxiety is something that's usually formed when you reach a rank that you've never gotten before. Let's say that you were hard stuck gold, hard stuck plat or something, and you went on a 5 to 6 game win streak, and now you are, at the next level. You hold them on a pedestal and you're not used to this kind of performance. You're scared you're going to toss their games, you're scared you're not going to perform well, you don't play anywhere near as good as you would be if you were a lot more calm and relaxed.
Turns out this was a rite of passage, a transitional period that I just had to work through. And there are various ways you can combat it, but the one I liked was
make it so that it's an action linked to other goals when you press the Q button.
And throw out every possible option and goal. The one I chose, the one that got my heart racing the most, the duelist class. I wanted to become an S tier entry fragger, boasting mechanics and explosiveness. This goal would be a great distraction for when I played ranked, but it turns out I'd have another distraction on my hands. To put it bluntly, I was doo-doo. But there was a silver lining. Even though my elo dropped to 6RR, something was different. I wasn't scared. The cook was in the kitchen and I had all the ingredients. I was fully entranced into playing like shit. I hate you, bro. Oh, you wrapped up. Oh. I was horrid. Dreadfully horrid, if you will. I had no idea what my problem could have been. So I decided to take a detour to the initiator class so I can get some exposure therapy. And it was my lucky day because I met Expend, cracked aim, a team player, and an ideal duelist that actually recognized me mid-game.
For the past 3 months, I've been documenting my highs and
Why are you? Why?
There's a time and place, man. Head in the game.
And even though we lost, I got a hint for future development. Every execute starts off with a raised blast packing onto sight. And judging by our gun situation, we'll lose if we try to play fair. That's why I'll time my dog to reach the raise right as he lands, rendering him vulnerable. As I dog the entrance to prevent a trade, Race will throw a nade, and I'll throw an eye. All that's left is to close it out using our super ace, Jet. Maybe being a duelist means executing on the end product of a plan. Valorant is a team game, but someone has to die eventually, and duelists are the ones who thrive in those decisive moments.
Oh! Is a judge.
What did I just do to that kid? And just like that, I had something new to apply to my ranked games. Also, we can answer the question if you can aim train without actually aim training. And it started on Breeze with my big boy KO. Yo, KO, once you take a side, would you be down to pop flash out the wall?
Yeah.
Simple by design, but effective.
Ready for your flash?
Nonetheless, little by little, I was getting more and more steps ahead of my enemies. And in hindsight, there were definitely moments I could have performed better, but only time will heal those wounds. But there was one wound that I couldn't heal from. My mic just stopped working. And the worst part is I didn't even notice it, so I thought KO just flat out ignored me.
Let's all
KO, can you knife here for me? I swear to God, please. That's actually so wacky how that works. I was completely out the game and lost the worst I've ever lost during this video's production. I was incredibly pissed. This fucking game is so much. Oh my God. It felt like I had nothing to lose. And when you have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. So as I queued up for this match, the only thing occupying my mind was how effective I could take duels and plans to take as much space as possible. So that's what I did. I swung anything and everything.
You want to take elbow with me right now? I mean raise?
My plans had planned, and even though my aim was messy, I felt strangely comfortable. I actually started picking up how to play the duelist role. So as I stared at my new rank, while looking back at my previous games, I may have not had hit Immortal, but I overcame ranked anxiety, realized what it means to play duelist, and answered the question on if you need to aim train to be a good aimer, and the answer is no. But I definitely plateaued in a way that I cannot describe or figure out. But we'll figure it out, day by day, game by game, for as long as I am breathing. For I am a blue rose, and we make the impossible possible.